And there we go. So basically I've got all the lenses aligned now. I've got everything set up so that the laser beam's running parallel through the bench and through the entire system. And at the end, I've got my image forming on my screen, which should be at infinity. So let's have a look at that. So I've taken the crosshairs off the screen because I'm just going to project images onto it now. So let's zoom in and see what we get. There you go. So a lot of work for a tiny red dot, but there we go. So that's just got the laser set up basically to do Fraunhofer diffraction, and so what we're going to do next is take our diffraction objects and start putting them in place. So I have one last holder left. I'm going to mount it in the middle of the setup. Remember we had that one empty kind of lens bench slide. So I'm going to put objects in this, and I'm going to take diffraction patterns from them. And I'm not going to show you all the objects here, but you can see we've got these little slides with different things on them that I'm going to mount into place, and we will try to see the diffraction pattern. Even with a perfect setup, you won't usually get perfect results from everything. But we're gonna put as many in as see what we can get. The last thing I actually have here, you can maybe see, is this bag. Apparently I can't open bags anymore. It's a glass slide with a ball bearing on it. And so we're going to see if we can get the circular diffraction pattern coming off this. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to put them in and we'll see what we get. So I've mounted the ball bearing in the holder, which actually I didn't realize this could be an issue before, but you can over tighten these screws and it can crack the glass slide, which I know because it just happened to me. I'm just going to put it in place here. The nice thing, the semi-nice thing about the diffraction objects is we don't have to be quite as precise about their position as we did with everything else. But, so I'm just physically adjusting this so that the beam falls on the ball bearing. So I've got it aligned. We're just going to have a look at what we get. So here's the card. It's really hard to see in the room light. So let's turn that off. And let's zoom in a little. As you can see, it's very hard to capture with the camera what this actually looks like. So as you can see, it's a little hard to capture the images with the camera like this. Likewise, I'm going to insert a photo taken with my phone, which also shows the limitations of this kind of method. So what I'm going to do next is just show you how to set up a camera on the bench and check the result. All I need to do is take this, which is my fancy, well, it's not that fancy, it's you know, pretty old now. I'm going to take this digital camera. I've mounted it on the holder. And I'm just literally going to take the screen out. So take the screen out. I'm going to put this in place. Turn it on. That's good. Just mounting it down the bench. I'm going to take one photo with the image down the bench so you can see what that looks like. And then I just need to finely adjust to ensure that it's capturing the laser light. And once again, I can just do that by adjusting it horizontally and vertically. Now, this is the space I have available to me. So I asked Bjorn, our boss, if it would be okay for me to dismantle the wall so that I could get a camera rig just in the corner there. I wanted to hire basically two constructors to take it down, a lighting guy, so I could make sure that I was getting, you know, the same quality lighting that I've had throughout these videos. I budgeted it about 150 grand, and he said no. He didn't even think I was serious. So I haven't been able to capture video of that, and I would have to shift the entire bench horizontally to get the camera behind it. And I do worry that that would disrupt the setup of everything. So you're just gonna have to take my word that I adjusted it. And the final thing that I need to add in before I can take photos is this. This basically has been cut, so you can see it's roughly set up so that the laser light will pass through this bit and the bench will sit there. So if I sit this over my system, it just shields all the apparatus from any incident light falling on it. And you know, like the lab is an optics lab, so it is a dark lab, but there's little lights from, you know, emergency sources. There's some kind of, you know, stray reflections of them off things, so it's hard to completely black out everything, which is also what I say every time I go out in the town in Aberdeen. But that should give us the setup we need to take some decent photos. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take those photos. I could video it, but that would literally involve you looking at a video of a black screen while I kind of shuffle about, walk into things and swear a lot. So I think I'm just going to present the results on the next few slides of the PowerPoint, and you can have a look at them. All right. Have a nice day, folks.